What's going on, guys? If you haven't called your leads yet, I suggest you pause this video and call your leads. If you have, keep playing. Let's listen. I brought on a very special guest, Mark's son. He's been a client at the Expert Syndicate member for quite some time now. Seen some decent results, some great results actually, and thought I'd bring him on, get his experience in the program, and give you guys the good, the bad, the ugly, and the honest truth from my man Mark. But Mark, I'll let you kind of introduce yourself. Maybe tell the listeners who you are, what exactly got you into the insurance industry, maybe, and what got you into the program as well.
So I was kind of thrown into it, just family. My dad's actually a broker. He's been a
Okay.
broker for like 20 some years, so most of my life.
Very cool.
And yeah, I just was lucky enough to get thrown into the business because he had a mentor who put him on to PNC mainly, but he does life as well, just not as much. But yeah, he's had a agency, sold one, and then built another one. So and he's always just been a one man shop type thing with
Very cool.
PNC and just does all his own work. So I got thrown into business. I went to school for criminal justice, and I realized quickly that I did not want to be an employee, and I'd rather go be a business owner and just learn things from him about like paying taxes later and writing stuff off and all this. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to like do what my dad does. Seems like he always has this stuff together. So like I want to be like him. So I ended up going that route because of that and never looked back. Just been in the industry, had my ups and downs in the industry, mostly PNC in the past. And I'm really just now finally diving into life. I've been licensed for a long time, but I never really used the license, unfortunately. I didn't really know how to do the whole life thing.
Yeah.
And now it's like it's all I want to do. In fact, I'm like considering I've been telling my PNC clients that basically like, hey, I go to Geico. I'm sorry, like
Oh
I
no.
got no time.
The
But
PNC guys that might watch this are probably rolling around right now.
yeah,
That's
I'm
funny.
sorry. Like I got no time. Um, but I don't even want to like send him to my dad because like he's already like way too busy as it is, and he tries to send stuff to me. I'm like, well, at this point, I can hardly like finish. I can't even like keep up with my life clients. So that's the most important thing. So
Very cool.
just trying to do all that. Yep. So
So,
that's a little bit
so
about
how
me.
long have you been doing life? And were we a part of that transition? I'm not actually
Yeah.
sure of it.
Yeah, no, like I mean, it all started maybe a couple of years ago when I went to 8% Nation for I think it was the
Cool.
second one they
Shout out
threw.
for the
And yeah, I got inspired by some of the speakers and I was like, you know what, maybe I should just like focus on life because like whatever I'm doing in PNC, like it's not getting me the results I want. And it just might not be the right vehicle. And then I was with a different IMO and then now I'm with a different IMO. I ended up joining an IMO based on so I have a franchise for my PNC agency through Redwood, Joe Campert. Shout
Yep.
out to him. He put me on to like our IMO. I'm with FFL as well, not the name
Yep.
drop or anything, but
Yep.
they're being a broker with this platform, it's really powerful. As long as you got the options out there and you can get any state you want. I mean, it's literally adding this to your repertoire is predictability, and like that's everything in this unpredictable business.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is the key. And then
And
with the
let's
training and the support, I
yeah.
mean, that's beyond that.
Well, I appreciate that. And let's kind of dive into it. So maybe you can tell for the listeners what's really been your experience jumping into the live transfer program. Were you taking live transfers before you take this, or this is your kind of your first experience in it? Kind of new. So what's been your experience within the syndicate thus far, the expert syndicate?
So lucky for me, I actually had a little bit of experience for the live transfers back with PNC when I was working for another agency, and that kind of helped me. But it was different with PNC leads, and I didn't really work on my script as much as it was more like a volumes game.
Mm-hmm.
And now, to me, the fun part about this is really like the work that you do on yourself, and
Yeah,
it's spiritual. It's in business itself, it's like you have to like be you have to take full responsibility for the outcome because you chose to go into it.
100%.
Yeah. And so like it's just like one of those things. Like you can either complain and be a victim, or you can suck it up and take control. And I don't know if I ever did play it might have been like subconsciously playing the victim in the past. And we all go through ups and downs, so like in life, but like I've seen some downs, and like I already feel like it's on the way up now. Like I've
Yeah.
not been in a position to just not have to worry so much anymore. Like now all I need to know is like I prioritize my days for my clients now. It's just like it's that simple.
Very
That's what
cool.
I do. Everything else takes like a second, kind of like a second door, and everybody understands that too. And it's okay because like I surround myself with people who understand. So
Mhm.
they're all for it. They support me. I'm always like coming out and yelling like I got another win. Like I live with two realtors, so like they
Very
understand, and
cool.
they're seeing me like drop the deals down all the time, and
Yeah, they're waiting for their
it's
1 to 2 in a
inspiring.
month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're one in a I don't even know when,
Exactly.
but unfortunately, I've been trying to talk them over, but eventually, I don't know. Is the program completely like closed now?
So unlimited is slots are limited for the unlimited program, but we're always open for pay per. The unlimited
Okay,
program is just it's
paper.
capped at a certain threshold of agents in the program. Um,
Okay.
to speak to like maybe even some of the coaching that you were able to get through the Expert Syndicate, was there anything that really stood out to you the most, or what has helped you get so much success? Because I see you constantly, each day writing apps from the calls. So, is there anything that has helped you get there through the training in our program?
Yeah, my first week was rough because I did it's like you get the script, and then you go through your training, and it's like obviously people try to tell you just stick to the freaking script. And I don't know, if you've done it for a long time, you got habits and all this. You think you know what you're doing, even though it's like all ego. But like I'm like trying to push that aside. I'm like, follow the freaking script, man. And then I was like, you know what? I need to just talk to Antoine. So I set up a call with Antoine. He's like, slow down and read the script, and then get rid of the ums. And I was like, okay. I did that, and I sold something like right then. So um, and literally that was like the last call of the week, and it put me over to a profit. So yeah, it went from that, and then that's what allowed me to keep going. And then from that point on, I was like, you know what? Like I was like, the next week, I was like, oh, now I'm already selling like day one. I didn't have to wait till the fifth day to like make my money back. And so I was like, in my mind, it's like it's only getting better. Now I'm getting, and then I had one day I had like four policies in one day. It's like, whoa, the momentum is just like it can be there,
And
and
there's
I
guys that
think the follow up
do
too.
that, right? So it's just
Yeah,
it's about that consistency in it. Once you've heard the most common objections, once you've heard how majority of these calls are going to play out, you know
hmm,
exactly how to take this prospect from A to Z each and every time, and it becomes very very predictable.
hmm,
Even from where you're at and where you're still going, there's still lots more growth, but it's awesome to see
definitely.
kind of where you're going right now. Um, and sorry to kind of cut you off there, but what's the what's been the, I guess, the biggest pain or the biggest thing you had to kind of overcome? Was it just getting dialed in with that script, or were there any most common like beliefs that maybe you had to shift, or any common objections that you were struggling with overcoming? Maybe just to help anybody that might have just joined or is thinking about joining as well.
Yeah, take it super seriously, like in a fun way. Make it fun for yourself because it's your career, but it's almost like getting ready for class or getting ready for a test, but you have unlimited time. So take your time and like build it up. So like it's really easy for you. For me, it's like I got a whole binder. I got like my script in there, like color coded. I saw like, and then also like laminated and all this. Like take it really seriously. And then what else? In regards to what you should do. stick to the friggin' script. Literally go down as far as you can and then practice it. And then for each rebuttal, make sure you have those practiced and written down, and then come to the trainings every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
And then if you need more help than that, like book yourself a personal training. But really, I feel like at the root of it, I don't really book the personal training anymore, because if I'm not doing 100% of everything I'm supposed to be doing, then I shouldn't be asking for any additional help until I do that first. And for me, I always can think of more things that I can do to be better. So it's really, I might never ask for help. But if I see myself getting stagnant, I'll ask for help. But if I'm seeing results and I'm profitable, that's all that matters, really.
Yeah, for sure. Then if the numbers are flowing, then it's like, okay, don't fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Just try to get better at that same thing. Get it so foolproof that you can just do it with your eyes closed. If there was somebody that you wouldn't recommend join the program, who would that person be and why?
There's a lot of people out there who there might not just be meant for this. And everybody has a role, like if we didn't have like sanitation workers and all that in the world and physicians in the world, I feel like everybody's, if you're already in life insurance and you're not having results, this is for you. If you're full-time into it, especially, and you're not seeing the results you want, why not do this? And if you're already getting results doing what you're doing, by all means, keep doing what you're doing. I like this because I can literally look like a bum and I'm behind the phone all day and wake up at 9:30 and just start answering the phone and taking calls and making money, and from anywhere in the world. So I like
and
this.
not have to call anybody or cold call anybody or get told to fuck off.
I did my first real quick story. This guy, I guess I didn't set myself up good enough with the script. That's why you always follow the script. He gave me an objection and I just reacted. I was like, you know what, you live nearby. I'm going to come to your house on the weekend. So I did an in-home appointment. It turns out the guy lives at a homeless shelter and and then didn't even have a bank account.
Oh.
Sorry, phone call came in. Yeah, phone call came in. It wasn't one of the leads though. We got the leads turned off, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I didn't pause myself. Sure. But
it's okay. We won't keep you very much longer.
I love the stragglers, like the ones that come in after 5, sometimes at 6. I got one. I'm like, oh man, the game never ends.
Who would you recommend join this program? It's kind of the double-edged sword. But
who would I recommend? Yeah, basically, somebody looking for predictability in their business, and who isn't that, Yeah. And you can, I mean, if you're a big agency and you have I would think that, somebody who is a 1099 contractor doing life insurance, if this is the only way to really like make it work, when you can have this many conversations. It's unless you have like your call center of your own, and then you have to like work to like make that call center even, that good where they can produce this type of volume. But like I mean, at least 10 a day. All right. And like now it's getting so good where you got to come off with like a loving vibe. And if you have good heart and you really care about people and you come at it from that angle, they feel it now. And like, you just got to consistently talk with that, like from the heart, from the gut, whatever they say. Like if you can they just trust you. Like they trust you and they let you go down the script and they let you do your thing. And it's just that easy. And you just do that and you'll be amazed. You're going to close one, all of a sudden close another one and keep it going.
Very cool, man. I won't keep you very much longer. I'll let you get back to the phones, dude. But if there was one piece of advice that you wanted to give somebody that was starting or thinking about joining, what would that be?
Just keep practicing every day, and make sure you answer the phone on the first ring. Just answer it. I answer it like I realized that if I think I I hesitated one time and I missed the call. like now, and then take those calls as far as you can. Shoot the breeze as long as you can past the buffer, and then talk business. Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
And schedule them for later and follow up, obviously.
Yes.
And then also get the automation thing, which I still need to get set up for retention purposes. Can you get Wes to help me out?
Plug in Wes in too. Well, dude, I appreciate you jumping on today. It's good to get your feedback and your insight into the program, and honestly in the PNC stuff too. For any PNC guys, if you want to come over to life insurance, I'm your guy. I'll hook you up so you don't have to call or figure it out. I'll give you the A to Z. Here's the script. You can just go and do it. Just follow the script. It'll typically work out as long as you have the carriers. I don't want your contracts, so don't try to come over here and be like, hey, you have life contracts? No, I don't have life contracts. I do have calls, though, so hit us up if you want calls. Mark, truthfully, appreciate you jumping on, man, and get back there on the phones. We'll see you at training tonight.
Thank you, Chase.
Cheers, man.
Take care.